Hey guys, welcome back to Paper Mario. Since we can't walk around the block, we need to find a way to break it down.
Or we
Yeah.
can walk out this perfectly innocent door and fall to our death.
Where'd the
No, we
ranger
have
go?
to. No, don't you know of Wile E. Coyote's rule of gravity? Gravity is not an effect until noticed. Okay, never mind. I lied. They do make a couple of other jokes with the paper, like this one.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that one.
It's been so long since I've actually played this game.
Oh,
This
God,
theme
there's one
always
of the
kind of
blocks
stuck
down
into my
here,
head,
too.
though.
Paper Mario, I will say, out of all of the Mario's RPG soundtracks, this one is probably my favorite.
I think so. Then again, I haven't beaten the game, so I can't hold judgment over the entire soundtrack. But I don't remember much of this game's music besides the Koopa. What's the name of the fucking
Cooper Brothers. We'll see
The
them
Koopa
next
Brothers.
month.
The
Yeah.
Ninja Koopas.
Yeah. Well, that might just be me having played this game to death. But I will say that maybe Super Mario RPG would have a better soundtrack if I had played that one more. But this is the soundtrack that I think I've attached myself to the most out of all of the RPGs. I think it's just something about the game's aesthetic, where this is the sort of aesthetic I would imagine a Mario RPG having. Because, you know, you got the sort of standard locations, but they're RPG-ified and given enough personality to be identifiable.
Mario, when did you learn the Crash Bandicoot spin attack?
I don't know. You just press Z to do that. I'm gonna do my best ice skating impression through most of the game, because the fastest way to travel is to spin and then at the very end of the spin jump to keep your momentum going. So I'm going to be ballet twirling my way through most of this game like a boss.
Ballet twirling like a boss. Okay.
Why was there a coin in the top of the tree?
I don't know, but I don't know. Well, yeah. So you can use the hammer to break down blocks and shit.
So
And
we're
in this-
imitating King Dedede as well.
Yes, the doll. If you get that, you'll be able to get a star piece from one of the Koopa. Not Koopa.
Oh man, I just realized that. We're imitating King Dedede, and Bowser has the stupid star wand that Kirby is always getting or something.
He is a homicidal maniac. I thought we
Who
just made that
developed
up.
this game? How?
Intelligent Systems.
Oh. I'm kidding.
Oh, hi, Junior Troopa.
Wait a minute. Intelligence Systems. What do I know that name from?
It's not a
They
playground.
did Fire Emblem?
He just said this is my playground. It's not a playground. It's a random patch of forest. Why would you care about random
Budget
patch
cuts.
of
They
forest?
only had enough. They couldn't afford the monkey bars, so they just put a couple of blocks there instead. They figured the kids prefer to play in the box argument over, just giving them actual stuff.
So do
Back
you
in
play
my
more-
day, we had grass, mud, and rocks to throw at each other, and we liked it.
But
Wow,
the
that-
bigger question is, do you know about timed hits?
Not yet. We can't do timed hits until later in the game.
Well, we can do
Which
time hits
admitted-
immediately in Mario RPG.
Well, admittedly, lack of action commands does make the beginning of the game a bit slow. Because there's no way to
Backups do the same thing. 1 damage. Wow, options.
Well, we'll deal with different enemy types where some need to be hit with hammers and some need to be hit with jumps later on. But this is very much a tutorial battle. As long as you choose an attack every single time, you cannot lose.
Tutorial battle.
No, it's tutorial fight. Quote him Daisy correctly, damn you.
Tutorial
Heathen.
fight, tutorial fight!
What was that? The shit's problem.
20 star points. Because
I sense a recurring boss character.
Uh-huh.
See, he'll
Is
be
he
back.
supposed to be a
Means it.
kid?
Yeah, he's a Koopa who hasn't gotten
So
out
when
of
we
the egg all
next
the way
see
yet.
him, is he going to be wearing sunglasses when he walks in?
Wasn't there a character on the Garfield TV show who was a bird who hadn't gotten out of his egg all the way yet?
And in the farm shorts.
Yeah, that he reminds me of that for some reason.
It's not the most original character concept.
What an odd reference to make. I haven't seen that show in God knows how
Yeah,
many years.
but you know what? I immediately pictured the person, even though
Yeah.
I haven't seen that cartoon in years.
I only remember ever seeing it one time, though.
Stop
I
doing
used to
it.
watch that sometimes.
Boing!
The original
Oh,
Grumpy
come
Cat.
on. We're stealing springs from Sonic the Hedgehog now.
Well, they had to gimp his jump because it's an RPG, so they needed to make him jump high somehow.
Well, even then, though, how high could Mario possibly jump if he was running off 64 logic?
Well, he can only jump like up to twice his own height. I'm pretty sure 64 Mario can get like 2.5 to 3 times his own height with a triple jump at the very least.
It is weird, though, considering that you jump on a Goomba with Mario and it doesn't instantly kill it.
Not 2 seconds. Not 2 seconds after he stole springs from Sonic, he goes and steals the Fingal Rag. Jesus Christ, man.
Don't jump on spikes. That's a bad idea.
Tutorial fight.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. If you can get first strikes on the enemies here, you shouldn't take any damage. Well, actually, I lie. There's some of these fights have 2 people in them. Like I think this one right here, and I jumped on him. Bullshit.
No, he didn't. No, he clearly touched the side of your foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the foot
that will actually kill you in the platformers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Goombas are allergic to feet. It should kill them anyway.
It didn't exactly hit your feet, though. It kind of hit your knee, and Mario doesn't know the true power of the Knee of Justice just yet.
No, only Captain Falcon knows the power of the Knee of Justice.
Yeah. And this is technically before Melee, so the Knee of Justice wasn't introduced yet.
Yep.
Well, then why does that same shit still happen to me whenever I play Thousand Year Door?
Because he hasn't learned the Knee of Justice
yet.
yet.
Because Mario hasn't learned the Knee of Justice. He's a slow learner, that Mario.
I don't really see much in the way of knees on Mario.
Oh yeah, you're right. It just looks like he's got a torso and then feet. Oh wait, I think I saw a leg there for a little bit.
For like a millisecond, maybe.
It's like torso, thigh, and then foot. There's no.
He's still got more leg parts than Kirby does at the very least.
I do like that this game doesn't use random battles, but rather
Mario RPG did the same thing. So
yeah, I like RPGs that do that.
I like it better than I think that this game does it better than say Chrono Trigger, because in Chrono Trigger it felt like the enemies were on the screen, but a lot of the time I wouldn't have been able to naturally avoid them. You can pretty easily avoid enemy encounters if you want to in this.
In Chrono Trigger, it's not so much you don't run into the enemy, you run into their strike zone, you're stopped, and then they come out and attack you. That's not quite the way I like my non-random encounters to work.
Yeah.
It's
like checkpoints.
Yes. I prefer it when they're wandering around and it gives you a chance at a tactical choice. You can go around, you could try to go for a first strike, or you could just run into their face if you're really in a rush.
I think, again, this is another thing that I think this game does better than Mario RPG, is that they do have a first strikes feature. Because just out of habit, when I tried playing Super Mario RPG, I would jump on every single enemy that I ran into, and it didn't do anything. But it was just sort of a force of habit sort of thing.
Yep.
Well, again, Mario RPG is playing a lot more Final Fantasy logic.
Yeah, I guess. So anyway, by giving the girl back her little doll, we get a star piece and bestiality. Hooray.
Wait, Mario RPG didn't have a first strike?
No, it didn't. At least I don't think it did.
No, if you just jump on enemies, it just starts the battle.
All right, I gotta be thinking of something else then. I'm thinking of Mario and Luigi. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that has first strike as well.
So what's the purpose of the hat anyway?
That's Goomba Junior, and that's Miss Goomba. So all we need is the yellow and undecorated Goomba, and we'll have all 3 Pac-Men in Goomba form.
Oh yeah, you're right. They did have a Pac-Man Junior, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
If I remember correctly, nobody liked that one.
No.
So anyway, do you want a tutorial on how to use badges? No. Are you sure? No.
I've played like 60 bajillion RPGs before this. I know how to equip.
Badges are pretty much the only real equipment you have in the game, because like your weapons are automatically upgraded for plot.
Bro, do you even equip?
What? They give you the option to watch a tutorial about badges, but nothing else.
No, they have another one later on for special moves.
No, I mean, but I'm talking more of what Ryan was bringing up earlier. Do you know about timed hits? Because if you already played this game, you should already at least get the option to skip tutorial battles.
Well, you can skip. There are 3 main tutorials in this game, as far as I can remember. There's this one about badges. There's the next one about action commands, which we get when we unlock the ability to use action commands. You can skip that one if you want, and then there's the last one when we get star power after Chapter 1, and you can skip that one if you want. If you already know the mechanics, the game will let you skip the tutorials if you really want to.
But I've already played Mario RPG. I already know about timed hits.
I think the timing's a little bit different in this game. Well, actually, it's very different in this game than...
So watch out. I know about timed hits.
Also, if you played Thousand Year Door before this one, you might mess up the action commands a little bit, just because the timing isn't quite... The timing's a little bit more precise.
Yeah.
I always... if I've played Thousand Year Door recently, I always tend to mess up action commands at the very beginning. Anyway, inns are free in this game, so hooray.
Woo.
Well, this is weird, though. This in Pokemon...
You like to heal your Pokemon as well?
Well, this is weird. This and Pokemon were the only RPGs that I really played, so when I finally when Thousand Year Door made you pay for inns, I was like, what? I need to pay to heal? What the shit is this?
That was a pretty funny gag. He just sort of papers his way under the covers.
Like a damn fax machine.
If you hammer the tree right there, you'll get an item that'll restore 3 flower points. So...
You don't have any special moves yet, though, so...
No, we have power jumps.
Right.
Anyway, now that we have Goombario, I'm going to explain how I handle random battles in this game.
That was also a funny gag.
Now, since we have the ability to tattle now, I am only going to show the tattle logs for these random battles. Once we have fought an enemy that we don't have a tattle log, we are going to skip every battle with them after that. Just because if I had fought every random battle and left it on screen, we'd be here for another 10 parts. Which is no fun.
If you're playing a Mario game and don't know what a Goomba is... the only good thing tattling is good for is that it lets you see their health bar.
Why is it called tattle?
Because...
You're getting information from someone on your side, so it's tattling on them.
Watch out, this guy likes Meryl Streep films. Oh!
Watch out, this guy thought the prequels were okay. You monster.
He must be stopped!
This guy likes the odd number Star Trek movies.
Obviously, Paragoombas are Goombas with wings, but that makes the name suggest parachutes.
Okay, they have a pair of wings.
It's not funny.
Shame on you, Ryan, for trying to defend and...
No, I was just pulling a Ted.
Shame on you, Ted, for influencing Ryan for that horrible pun.
Ryan, you pulled a me and succeeded?
Question mark?
I will say that one thing that sucks about the early game is that you really can't avoid taking damage. Thankfully, enemies also drop health all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Bonk.
You almost reflexively jumped on that thing, didn't you?
Yes, almost. Not quite, though. So yeah, early on you really only fight Goombas, so at least that means that I get to cut out most of these battles. Hooray.
Woo.
Oh, don't jump on their spikes. You might get paralyzed.
I've never... there is a paralysis status in this game, but I think that's a mistranslation, because I don't think you can get a status effect from jumping on a spiked enemy. Because I've accidentally jumped on spike enemies multiple times, and I've never gotten paralyzed from them. I've only ever taken
the status effect. Your foot.
Well, when you do jump on a spiked enemy, Mario does grab his foot like, ow, 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 ow.
My toe.
Wait, is that actually what he's supposed to be saying?
No, I'm referencing Turtles in Time.
That's a Turtles in Time reference.
Well, logically, if you jumped at an enemy... if you jump at a spiked enemy at just the right angle, and the spike pierces your spine, you'll probably get paralyzed from that, but somehow I don't think that's the logic they're running with.
Probably.
I'm almost entirely sure that was a mistranslation. I almost positive you can't get a status effect from doing that.
Red versus blue.
Dude, why are we here? I don't know, man. That's just one of the greatest mysteries in life. No, I mean, why are we standing out here when we could be standing on top of the building over there? Ugh.
If you step on the red Goomba, you'll continue living a lie. If you step on the blue Goomba,
you see how
far
the
rabbit hole goes.
Notorious Goomba Brothers. Funny, I've never heard of them before.
And you'll never hear of them after.
Wait, are these the blue Goombas that appear in the underground levels in the All-Star Sport?
No.
I think that has more to do with lighting and atmosphere.
Yeah, I know, but still, I had to bring it up.
Well, actually, we'll save that for when we get to the Toad Town tunnels, but they do actually have a different Goomba variation for those underground. They're called Gloombas.
Huh.
Owned.
Blue
I thought he was flipping you off for a second.
It does look like that now, doesn't it? Huh. This is a really easy boss fight. You can feel free to.
Tutorial boss fight.
I think it's pretty much just. I think if you don't use power jump, you might die. But other than that, it's just pathetically. It's tutorial boss fight. Yes.
Tutorial boss fight.
Oh, they do kind of. Well, it's a little bit less noticeable in this game as opposed to Thousand Year Door, but they do sort of stick with the stage motif for the battle screens because you can see like sort of the clouds dangling on little sticks, like they were in a stage show or something.
Do those regenerate after a while?
Yes.
Yes.
I think you just have to leave the screen.
I don't know. Well, no, you don't have to leave the screen. The heart will just slowly come back after you use it. There's just no real reason to hit it more than one time in a row because you'd already be at full health.
True.